pick her up to try to go get her some work. And I'm like, she keeps, you know what I'm saying? But
so she's kind of like wobbling.
Like she was wobbling, like she didn't want to stand up or nothing like that.
I got you. And did she say anything to you during that?
She was trying to.
Okay. What were you able to hear? I know we talked about what you were able to see. What were you able to hear?
Like trying to make noises away, like stuff like that.
What do you remember feeling? Did you pick her up, or?
Yeah, I did pick her up.
Do you remember feeling anything different about her body?
Yeah, like it just like she was just not, trying to. Like
she wasn't hold kind of like when you hold an infant, they're not able to hold their own weight.
When I would put her sit down, she made like this little noise, and then I'm like, so her whole body just.
Okay. Do you remember smelling anything? Anything that was like strange?
I don't know if it was. I smelled like she probably been sweating all night or something like that.
Okay. I got you. Have you ever seen her do any of those things like that before? Because I know babies sweat sometimes. Does she ever have like issues?
So I've done seen her be hot before, but not that hot.
Have you ever seen her flutter her eyes like that, like you were showing us?
No.
Okay. So you see her and you're trying to get her to kind of sit up on her own weight. What happens after that? Because obviously it seems like that's not working.
She did not want to sit up, and I wanted to go try to put a fan in front of her to see if she did hair.
Is it like a box fan, like a stand-up fan, or something different? Stand-up fan. Is that in the room or somewhere else?
It's in the room, and I had to bring it because I had brought her out there in the room to go. I sit down and I tried to put the fan in front of her.
Okay, so the living room is where the fan was put in front of her, or something different?
Yeah.
Okay. And I haven't seen the inside your living room. What's your living room kind of look like? Can you kind of describe how everything is laid out?
Well, there's a bed off to the side, but then there's like...
This should have never happened. I called DCF 4 years ago and I told them when they took those kids away that if they gave those kids back, that baby was going to end up dead. Ironically, it wasn't even the baby I thought. Like, if they get those kids back, they're all going to end up dead. Like, they're going to die. Okay. She's a terrible fucking mother. Like, she's dead. Okay. She's dead.
Hi. Ma'am, I need everybody out for right now.
Are you okay? Do you need anything? I can't hear you, baby. Speak up. You're thirsty. Okay.
Minutes before this, a 3-year-old named Paisley died inside this home. The 9-year-old on camera is her brother, standing with his siblings. At this point, detectives are treating it as a natural death. The children are about to tell them something no one thought to ask.
And the children's who came to me and told me.
And what did they say?
They said, the oldest one said that he was punching her in the chest in her playpen. And I do believe that...
All three of them saw him punching him?
Yes.
Okay.
Her stepfather, 32-year-old Jerome Coombs, told deputies he found Paisley in bad shape that morning. He waited almost an hour before calling 911. The children who lived with him would give a very different account of what happened in that room.
You have anything weapons on you? Anything that's going to stick or poke me? No.
On February 19th, 2026, deputies in Marion County, Florida, responded to a 911 call reporting an unresponsive 3-year-old inside a home in Citra. Her name was Paisley Brown. Coombs had been alone with the children all morning, so deputies detained him at the scene.
All right, sir, for right now, I'm just going to detain you, okay? You have anything weapons on you? Anything that's going to stick or poke me? No. Again, you're not under arrest right now. He's just detained.
Right now, it reads as routine. A detention, nothing more. That held until the people standing outside the house started telling deputies what they had seen.
Since the beginning of November, and I should not have done it, but I let her come and move into my house, gave her a car.
You can't know what's going to happen.
I know, but I didn't want that boyfriend to move in, which is his dad. I'm trying not to be too
it's okay.
Because he would not let me see the kids every time I came. We were coming over to work on this place again because we had been doing stuff. Because I told her, I got a place, it's not ready, but it'll get you and the kids off the street, you know. And we've been working on it since she's been here. And I didn't want the 2 oldest ones. I had custody of the other 2, and she had the other 2 because
Mom has the younger 2.
I had the younger 2.
Okay.
But Paisley.
Okay.
She had the older 2, and I let her come and move in while we worked on things. And I've been working out with her, you know, on rent and stuff like that.
Understood.
And then she got repoed, and I let her do the car thing. I gave her a car to make payments on. And I brought the girls back here to be with her because,
in November.
Yes, in November, to be with their mother. You know,
All right.
I had to get safety locks because she's autistic. That's the baby in the ambulance, and she didn't look like that. She was skin and bones. That dude wouldn't even let me see that kid when coming over here.
The guy I detained?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't allowed to even see both of them.
How long has he been in, I guess, for
2 months. But you can look at the baby now and there and see she don't look the same.
Yeah,
you can see her. I had him for like 4 or 5 months, which I'm fixing to get him back because this is bizarre. I had him in school, everything, you know. That was before they went to school. They're literally skin and bones. When I dropped these two off, they were hefty. I have doctor's records to prove it. I took them to the doctor. They hadn't been to the doctor in forever. This baby hadn't had her formula since she was 6 months old. They're still in my name, actually. And I got this lady over here, notary, signing papers up to put them back into my care, and she's going to sign off on it so that way I know what's happening with these kids.
The first account came from an aunt, Tabitha Harless. Something in the house had changed after Coombs moved in with her niece, Jennifer. 4 years earlier, Harless says she called the Department of Children and Families and told them that if these children were returned, the baby would not survive it. The children were returned in November. She was not the only relative who had seen it coming.
This should have never happened. I called DCF 4 years ago and I told them when they took those kids away that if they gave those kids back, that baby was going to end up dead. Ironically, it wasn't even the baby I thought. Like, if they get those kids back, they're all going to end up dead. Like, they're going to die. She's a terrible fucking mother. Like, she's dead. She's dead.
I can't give you a lot of information. It's active, okay? You want to grab your phone? Grab your phone. Come back over here. Okay.
I know she's dead. She's dead, isn't she?
I can't give you information.
I can tell by your face that she's dead.
No, I'm just telling you I can't give you any information. I don't even know who she is. There's so many people that live here.
3-year-old baby.
I'm just going to tell you that I can't give out information, okay?
Is the
There's
guy
a detective
arrested?
that's assigned. There's nobody at the house. I can't give you information, okay? And I know that's frustrating. And I especially, you know, there's news here. We can't give out information, okay? There's detectives that are assigned to this incident right now, okay? I can take your information
Can they call
and give
me?
them.
Because I can give them all the information and they could not give these kids back to this girl.
100%. 100%. DCF's here. Detectives are here. So
They have
any
other babies. I'm sure you
information,
can't tell me that either.
Everybody, yes. Okay.
Those need to get taken away from her, ma'am.
On camera, Jennifer did not look like a bad mother. Not yet.
I went to the DMV today and go get my driver's license replacement because I had a Honda and it got repoed and they took my driver's license and all my bank cards, so I had to go to the DMV to get a bank driver's license replacement. And then I'm on felony probation, so I paid it off.
Yeah.
Well, most of it. I only owe like $200. And I was like, man, I don't do anything for myself. I don't get anything or anything. I'm always doing for everybody else. I was like, man, screw it. I'm gonna go get my nails done.
Oh, your nails? Okay. Was that today?
Yes, ma'am.
Jennifer had gone to get her nails done. She learned her daughter was in trouble while she was still in the chair. As harmless as that sounds, it becomes one of the hardest details in the timeline to explain. Detectives did not yet know how much she and Coombs were keeping between them. What they did know was that she was about to hear the thing no parent is built to hear.
Hey. It's Jennifer. Look at me. What just happened?
I just got the phone with the hospital. They told me that they didn't get no pulse on my baby.
Take a breath for a second, okay? Take a breath.
I just want to know what happened to my baby.
And that's why we're here, and we want the same thing, okay? We want to give you answers.
Even if I can find out what happened to her, it's not gonna bring her back.
No. So you gotta make sure to get them, okay?
Recover from this.
You hold your other baby close and
it's hard.
hold tight to what's important, okay?
Trust me. I went through 3 years.
Bury me.
raising hell ain't gonna solve nothing.
It's emotions. You can let them out, okay? It's not going to bother us, but just be mindful of the other kids, okay?
Right now, she looks like a mother searching for answers. It would not stay that way for long.
I have four juveniles on scene that were present and advised that this black male subject that we have detained punched her several times in the chest area just prior to her going unconscious.
He just said that the preliminary at the hospital looked like the child's legs were tied. Oh my God! So I didn't notice anything like that in there. So
Like tied like with a rope.
I don't know.
The examination at the hospital changed the investigation. The medical examiner documented injuries across Paisley's body, trauma to her genital area, and marks showing her legs had been bound. None of it matched the story of a child who had simply overheated.
There was 4 other juveniles inside the residence that are all stating the same thing, that the black male I have detained punched the juvenile multiple times in the chest. Juvenile was taken to the hospital. Juvenile was pronounced dead. And when they started investigating her, they found trauma to her anus and her vaginal area, and her legs were tied.
Detectives pulled the phone records. From the moment Coombs first told Jennifer something was wrong, to the moment anyone dialed 911, close to an hour had passed. Whether Paisley could have been saved inside that hour was a question only one person could answer. They brought him in to ask why he waited.
Obviously, you know why you're here, right? Tell us the best that you can remember, like, what happened?
I remember waking up this morning and I had her crying out for me.
You heard who crying out for you?
Paisley.
Okay.
She was saying, Daddy, Daddy, Daddy. And at the time, I think I was in the kitchen making food or whatnot, or trying to, because that's the time I'm going to get them all up for bed and, feed them. And I don't know if I came in too late and then came in to go get her, because I usually change her diaper and then, take her out and put her in the living room. And then I don't know if whatever happened, she was not just groggy and not moving and stuff like that.
Okay.
She was too hot in the blanket or whatnot, but...
Okay.
From the first minute, Coombs presents himself as the hands-on father figure. Bath time, bedtime, the whole routine. It almost holds until you remember the 9-year-old had already told detectives his stepfather barely knew how to care for them. Whatever Coombs builds in this room was undercut before he sat down in it.
Did Jennifer work today?
No, she had to run errands.
She had to run errands?
Yeah.
What time did she leave to run errands?
I think she went to around 8.
Around 8? Were you already awake, or were you...
It's probably like half sleep and true.
Okay. And so she left around 8-ish or so, and left. You stayed at the house with all the kids? Okay. And then just kind of walk me through again, like when you woke up, about what time you woke up, and what all happened leading up to.
10 I got up, or 11, I'm not too sure. But as I said, I woke up and I heard her calling. I didn't peep it at first because, I usually go in the kitchen first to try to get all the bowls and stuff.
Did you say she was crying?
Yeah, she was saying my name, Daddy, Daddy.
Okay. And she sleeps in the same room as you, correct? So is it, like, how big is the room? Is it like a full size, like?
Yeah, it's a full size.
Full size room? Okay. And then is their bed, like, touching yours across the room or something different?
It's like across the room.
Sure. Okay, so her and her 2 siblings are in that bed, and are they making any noise, or is it just Paisley?
It's just Paisley.
Just Paisley. Okay, so she's crying, and kids cry. It is what it is. So then you said you got up and then went and did what?
I didn't censor her at first. I probably should, but as I said, I usually just go out there in the kitchen, try to make all the food, and then that's when I go and grab them and put them out there so they're not sitting there waiting for the food.
Okay. Are the older boys up at that time, or are they still in their room?
They still laying.
Okay, so they have a separate room there, correct?
Yeah, they have a separate room, but it's still almost next to the room.
Sure. Okay, but they're in their room, and then you go out there, and did you say you started making breakfast or something different?
Yeah, I was gonna start.
Okay.
making breakfast and cereal.
And then did you bring the three little ones out, or did they come out on their own, or something different?
I go and get the girls first.
Sure.
So that's when I went got her, and then she was, I'm trying to interrogate her. So I'm like, what's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I immediately called me from mom, like, yo, you gotta come, like, I know what's going on.
Wow, that's a lot.
Coombs says he called Jennifer to tell her something was wrong with Paisley. What he leaves out is that she had already seen the girl on video, pale and barely responsive, minutes before, and finished getting her nails done before heading home. It was not the last decision of hers detectives would have to account for.
You go to get Paisley first, and that's when you see her kind of in that moment. And then the other kiddos, are they still on the bed with her or something different?
Well, they're not on the bed with her. True. Then she has her own separate playpen.
Oh, okay.
And the little baby has a separate playpen. And then Katie has his own.
Okay, thank you for clarifying that for me. I didn't make sure. But so
they're not both sleeping together.
Okay, so they're in their own respective areas at that point. Okay, were they crying for you too, or something different?
No.
Okay, so then you go and see Paisley. What? And I know this might be extremely difficult. But what do you remember seeing when you first got in there?
When I looked at her, her hair was like she been sweating. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like her face, and I'm like so.
And you see you kind of fluttering your eyes. Was that what she was doing, or was that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I go to pick her up to try to go get her some work. And I'm like, she keeps. You know what I'm saying?
So you're kind of doing that. So she's kind of like wobbling.
Like she was wobbling. Like she didn't want to stand up or nothing like that.
Gotcha. And did she say anything to you during that?
She was trying to.
Okay. What were you able to hear? I know we talked about what you were able to see. What were you able to hear?
Like trying to make noises away. Like stuff like that.
What do you remember feeling? Did you pick her up, or?
Yeah, I did pick her up.
Do you remember feeling anything different about her body?
Yeah, like it just like she was just not, trying to. Like
she wasn't hold kind of like when you hold an infant, they're not able to hold their own weight.
When I would put her sit down, she made like this little noise, and then I'm like, so her whole body just.
Okay. Do you remember smelling anything? Anything that was like strange?
I don't know if it was. But I smelled like she probably been sweating all night or something like that. Like
I got you. Have you ever seen her do any of those things like that before? Because I know babies sweat sometimes. Does she ever have like issues with?
So I've done seen her be hot before, but not that hot.
Have you ever seen her flutter her eyes like that, like you were showing us?
No.
Okay. So you see her and you're trying to get her to kind of sit up on her own weight. What happens after that? Because obviously it seems like that's not working.
She did not want to sit up, and I was able to try to put a fan in front of her to see like she did air.
Is it like a box fan, like a stand-up fan, or something different?
Stand-up fan.
Stand-up fan? Is that in the room or somewhere else?
It's in the room, and I had to bring it because I had brought her out there and couldn't want to go sit down, and I tried to put the fan in front of her. But
Okay, so she's the living room is where the fan was put in front of her, or something different?
yeah.
Okay. And I haven't seen the inside of your living room. What's your living room kind of look like? Can you kind of describe how everything is laid out?
Well, there's a bed off to the side, but then there's like it goes right into the kitchen.
Is that where the boys sleep? Is that bed?
No, that's just a separate bed.
Okay.
But they have a room that they have two beds in there.
Gotcha. Okay, so out there, and when you put the fan, where did you put Paisley?
I put her in the high chair.
In the high chair. Okay, I got you. And then so you put the fan in front of her. What else is going on when that's happening?
I'm trying to see if she has life in her, but sure, like what's going on, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to check her pulse, trying to listen like what's going on.
Were you able to feel a pulse or anything like that?
I thought I felt it at first, and that's why I kept calling, telling her to come home because I don't.
And that's mom you're calling to tell her to come home?
Yeah.
Okay.
By now, it is hard to say which of them looks worse, the mother who did not come home, or the man clearly holding something back. Detectives did not have to choose. Both accounts were failing in different ways.
What are all the other kiddos doing at that point?
At that point, they still laying down because I didn't go against them yet.
Sure, yeah, you're dealing with that problem right then and there. You don't want to bring them into it too. That makes sense. Okay. Do you remember, I know you remember seeing her kind of like sweating and the eyes fluttering. What was she wearing when you saw her there? What do you remember seeing?
She had a shirt on, but I don't know if she was wrapped in a blanket, so.
Okay. Do you remember what the blanket looked like? Is it like one that she always uses?
Yeah, red blanket.
Red blanket? Has it got any characters on it or anything, or is it just a red blanket?
No, it's just a red blanket.
Okay, so she's wrapped in a blanket, and you remember her wearing a shirt. Is that correct? Do you remember, like, was there a character on the shirt or anything different?
I don't know, it was like some girly, sunshine shirt.
And what color was the shirt?
It's probably like pink.
Okay, typical girl color, right? Okay, so she's wearing a shirt. Do you remember what she was wearing on, like, her legs or, like, covering her body?
She had a little what you call it, like a little skirtish pants.
Okay.
Like it was like free, like.
What do you mean free?
Like it's not like tight.
Sure.
Like
okay,
loose.
loose. I got you. Thanks for clarifying that. And I think I might have missed this earlier. Is she? Oh, colorful. Is she toilet trained or is she wearing a diaper?
She wore a diaper.
Okay. Was she wearing a diaper when you saw her sweating there? And okay, I got you. Had you gotten up and changed her diaper at that point?
That was when I was gonna. That's when I do everything. You know, I take her up, train her. That's when I noticed.
That's when you saw, felt, and smelled all that kind of stuff. Okay.
About a week before she died, Paisley had started reaching into her diaper. It became a point of friction between Coombs and Jennifer. Annoyance is one thing. It still does not explain what this family was doing every night before bed.
We're not asking you, bro, like, did something happen? We know something happened.
Mm-hmm.
We're asking you what happened.
Right.
Was it an accident?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Right? Because things happen. We get that. Things do happen. There's a difference between an accident
Absolutely.
and intentionally causing somebody harm. There's a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
Which one is it? Because if you sit here and you lie to me about it, I'm going to feel like, what do you think I'm going to feel like? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be like, this guy ain't about nothing. He don't feel bad. He ain't got no remorse. You think it was an accident? Tell me what the heck happened that was an accident. Talk to me. What happened?
She was wrapped in a blanket. She kind of dropped out of my hand at first. You know what I'm saying? When she was responsible, she fell by my hand. But she still wasn't like, she was like kind of still like unlifeless, like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and then I tried to put her back in the pan and she fell on her head.
I hear you. I heard you say, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. What didn't you mean?
She fell, stepped out of my head.
So she is responsive when you're talking to Jennifer the first time. This is true, right? This is true. So she's responsive when you're talking to Jennifer, and help me understand. You go to her.
Trying to pick her up in the blanket, and then she kept shaking all over the place. She falling out of my hand.
She fell out of your hand? Is that what you said? Okay. She fell out of your hand and fell where? On the floor?
Another version of events. This one shaped to sound like an accident. Watch the detective close the distance between them. Sitting nearer makes silence harder to hold and a story harder to keep straight. It works.
And then what happened?
And then she was like, she was, oh my God.
Mr. Coombs,
It was,
I can appreciate that you are trying to get this off your chest, okay? I can appreciate that. Okay, man? I know that you've been keeping it together for hours.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that there's all types of stuff going through your mind, okay? But now's the time to if you're gonna do it right. If you're going to tell us the truth.
Absolutely.
Okay, Mr. Coombs? Because here's the thing. We went to look at her. We went to look at Paisley at the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And Paisley got injuries on her body. All over her body. Okay?
popped her a few times.
You popped her a few times? Where did you pop her? You hit her right here on her chest? Is that what you just said? She was misbehaving? How was she doing?
She wouldn't want me to pick her up, and she was just flaring around and making noise. And
She wouldn't let you pick her up. You said she was flaring around and making noises. So you popped her? You said you're bad? You're doing the right thing. How many times did you pop her in her chest?
3 times.
3 times? Did you pop her with, like your hand, your fist? The back of your hand? Was it loud?
I don't think it was loud.
Was it loud enough that the kids could have heard it?
Yeah, they probably heard when she had fell.
They probably heard when she fell? When did she fall?
When I was trying to pick her up and she flared around,
So you went to pick her up and she's playing around and she did fall then. She did fall. And then at what point did you pop her? And that's when you popped her?
On the floor, kicking around, and that's why I popped her.
Okay. And you said Paisley was in the playpen with a blanket? So she's in the playpen with the blanket. She's asleep or she's awake calling for daddy. She's going, daddy, daddy. Show me what happened. You pick her up. Walk me through it.
She's flying around because I was trying to go, through her diaper.
Uh-huh.
She was still in the bike and she was falling.
How did she land when she fell?
She fell like this.
Okay, so she landed on her back, her stomach, her side?
On her back.
On her back? Okay. And now she's on the ground. How many times? Like 3 times. You hit her chest. Did you hit her hard?
Yeah. Yeah.
What did she do next?
She was squealing and making noise, and then she was trying to catch her breath. And I was trying to help her.
You said that she was trying to catch her breath. Did she start having a hard time breathing when you did that to her, when you hit her in her chest like that?
Yeah, especially when she hit the floor.
So she was already having a hard time breathing when she hit the floor?
I believe so.
What makes you believe that?
Because she was still floor.
What was she doing? I'm sorry.
She was like she wanted to say it, she wanted to scream out.
Was any noise coming out of her mouth? Like she was trying to and nothing was coming out, or was she actually barely? So you could tell that she was having a hard time breathing?
Yes, but it was right. I hit her a few times.
Okay. Then what happened?
And I picked her up and tried to give her something to drink.
Give her what to drink?
Some juice.
Did she drink it?
She wasn't, it went in and then out the water, but it came right back out.
So she wasn't swallowing.
First, it was overheating, then a fall. Now, Coombs says he acted because Paisley had gone limp again, and that afterward he tried to give her juice. This is the same house where, by his own account, Jennifer had told him he could discipline the children physically, as long as it left nothing the Department of Children and Families would notice. Even by that standard, the hour he waited does not fit.
Why didn't you call 911?
I was scared.
You were scared? Can I ask you something since you're already being honest with me?
Mm-hmm.
You're already telling me the truth? Paisley has marks on her wrist and on her ankles. What's that from, dude?
Some nights when she likes to not behave, the other nights, it was like a week ago, she been putting her hands in her diaper and wiping poop all over the face. And decided to crack her hands up.
What do you wrap her hands up with?
Like a cloth.
A cloth? What does the cloth look like?
Just like the wool cloth.
A what?
A robe cloth?
A
Like one of the ones that you tie
What
a
color
robe
is
cloth?
it? A white robe? Whose robe is it?
James.
What about her legs?
There's tape.
Tape? What kind of tape?
Blue tape.
You said blue tape? Like painter's tape or something else?
Like painters.
Like the stuff you use for when you're gonna paint? Because that's the only blue tape I've ever seen. Or is it a different type of tape?
It's blue paint. It's blue tape that we use for painting.
You said the cloth was for her putting her hand in her diapers and smearing the poop. What was the painter's tape for?
Because she was using her feet to try to keep the thing on.
What's the
Oh, she was using her feet to try to get the hands loose? So you tied her feet up too? When was the last time you did that?
Probably a few nights ago.
Where was Jennifer when you did that?
She was here.
She was there? Did she say anything to you when you did that? Have you ever done that to any of the other kids? Tie up their hands or their legs?
Said it or something?
That I in the past with my son.
You done it to your son?
In the past.
How long ago was that? Okay. What was that for? Because he's 6, he would have been 5 then, right? What was he getting into?
Only in the kitchen is take food and sweets and he'll steal stuff and do it.
So you do that during the night or something different?
During the night, so we can get out and try to do it.
That makes sense.
By this point, Jennifer is no longer a bystander to it. She bought the blue tape Coombs used on Paisley after the girl learned to work her hands free at night. She knew about the binding. She knew how the other children were being kept. She was fine with all of it, as long as it stayed hidden from the people whose job was to check.
We talked a little bit about discipline.
Yes.
And so obviously this is like a form of discipline, the whole binding legs, binding hands, right? Do you always do it the same way? Like, is it always something that you do with the same materials, or do you ever bind them in different, using something different?
So you have multiple kids, one robe.
The same? So they always do it, do the kids have a name for it? Like, do they call it something?
I mean, we all did to her. I did to her because she was.
Well, and your son, you said the thing with your
back
son.
in the day.
Okay.
A long time. I don't
So,
think it was tape I used.
You said it wasn't tape you used?
No, I think for hanging was tape.
Okay.
Like,
so Gene had mentioned, and so far Gene has been pretty accurate
Extremely.
in his account of like the things that happen, okay? But Gene had also mentioned that he's also been bound. So I'm guessing that maybe Gene's, it's a form of discipline. It's something that you guys do. So do you bind Gene the same way as you would bind Paisley, or like if Paisley's bound using these things, then you're gonna what are you using for Gene?
No, he had like some cuffs on.
He had handcuffs on, like real handcuffs, like our handcuffs, or like play handcuffs. Like what kind of handcuffs?
Play handcuffs. You flick them and they open back.
Okay.
So you don't need like a key, but it's not like he could just get out of them.
Kind of like some, like, and not to be crude, but like something that like it's kind of like handcuffs that like couples use, or something different.
Where you could push a little bit on the side and they kind of open up.
Okay, I got you. And okay, so it wasn't like this police grade handcuffs or anything like that, right? So you were able to kind of just squeeze the side and get out. Is that what it is? Okay. When's the last time that happened with him?
Probably a few days.
What did he do to get, like what kind of stuff is Gene doing that would lead to you guys having to bind him?
Him getting away, trying to run away, hide, and do all kind of different stuff.
Kind of like the stuff he was doing before when you said he was having the issues with his bio dad? Okay. What's mom think about that? Sure what happened.
When you put the handcuffs on Gene's wrist, do you also bind his legs, or is it just his wrist? Just his wrist? And does he get a spanking too?
Yeah, I let the mom do that if anything.
Okay. So as punishment, when he's misbehaving, you guys will handcuff Gene and spank him. Is that what you're saying?
It all depends on what he did.
Okay, so like worst case scenario, like what's the worst thing that Gene could do? Or has done? Like you guys did it 2 days ago, right? So talk to me about that incident.
Like he done hit Caden hard before or whatever like that.
Okay.
This did not stop with Paisley. Her stepbrother describes the same treatment, and from the sound of it, so do the other children in the house. Coombs and Jennifer had worked to keep how these kids lived out of sight, and for a while it held. What was left to establish was the missing hour, and what happened inside it before help arrived.
You've been honest with us up to this point, right? So you have no reason to, if you say that she fell, not that you slammed her against the ground, right? Then we believe you, okay? But she did fall hard enough that it knocked the wind out of her, right? There are some other injuries though, okay? Talk to me. You said that you do bath time, right? And you change diapers. There's some injuries in her, private areas. You want to talk to me a little bit about what's going on down there?
She had a rash in her private area actually. The only thing I caught there is her butt. And I'm nothing to do with it.
Yeah, so just tell me, like, talk to me about this rash in her private area. Like, when did all that start? Like, what?
When she poops and her poop don't get clean sometimes, or she sand into them. We put, I don't know what you call y'all then, a diaper rash cream under. Like, and this is recently.
Sure.
Like, other than that,
It was pretty raw.
Are you guys like, how often are you changing the diaper throughout the day? Like, is that like what's going on here? Is that she's having these kind of rashes because the diapers is not getting changed frequently enough?
That, and she like to play with her diaper.
Okay.
Her hands in there.
Okay.
Do all that extra stuff.
Sure. Okay. I get
Like
it.
what? What is the extra stuff that she's in there doing?
Put her hands in there and she scratch and try to take her diaper off, especially when there's poop.
Yeah.
She try to take it off.
It's kind of human reaation, right? You want to get that away from you.
So, but that's definitely from a rash.
So, okay. So, Mr. Coombs, I don't know if you know this yet, okay? But I'm going to tell you, all right? Are you updated on Paisley's current status? What do you think? Tell me what you think. Paisley has passed away. She didn't make it, okay? Paisley didn't make it. And so the next thing, right, is a full examination of Paisley. Full examination of Paisley. That means the medical examiner's office is going to be examining her whole body, every injury,
Inside and out.
inside her body and outside, okay? While we're here, while you're being honest with us, okay, what is the medical examiner going to call me and tell me about Paisley?
She was and she hit, butt and spanked.
I'm going to come right out and I'm going to ask you, because you've been honest with me, and I'm going to keep it real with you too, okay? Are they going to come back with any indication of any type of sexual assault on Paisley? No?
Any trauma to her? Anything going on with her? Anything like that?
No? Okay.
Everything.
So we're gonna have sexual kits and all that done. So you're telling me that nothing's gonna come back indicating that there's been any type of sexual assault on Paisley's body?
Would there be any reason that your DNA would be on her, inside of her, on her, or outside of her?
No. Okay.
None at all. Because, I mean, there's no reasonable explanation other than something happened. Would there be any reason that her DNA would be anywhere on your body? Like on your fingers or anything like that? Nothing at all. So just this momentary lapse of judgment, there's no sexual abuse. And we're not trying to embarrass you, it's just part of our job.
Yeah.
Coombs tells them the exam will come back clean, It does not. What it shows is closer to an answer for what he was doing in those final minutes, because he was not trying to save her. Coombs did not step in, neither did Jennifer. Tabitha arrived before the mother got home and found him standing at the stove, while Paisley lay there. She started CPR herself. She saw the bruising on the girl's chest, and heard her struggling to breathe. Both were arrested. Jerome Coombs and Jennifer Kendrick remain in custody without bond. Coombs was indicted on several counts, including first-degree murder, and the state attorney's office has said it will seek the death penalty. Jennifer Kendrick faces 2 counts of felony neglect, with more possible as the surviving children keep talking. All of them are now in state custody. 4 years before any of this, an aunt called the Department of Children and Families and told them exactly how it would end if the children went back. It is on the record, the children went back in November. The warning named the baby, and the agency that logged it had the whole story before Paisley ever did.